The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free, to no avail.
Eh? Oh, that. Won't be my first or last roll on a lost boat. Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high seas is rewarded tenfold in the hall, you know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend to.
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together, before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
Bleeding nail must be charmed or something. Go on then, give it a go.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I loosened her up.
He winks and trips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble. No, but I'd hoped to build something with it that would be worth 1,000. It were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Maybe you don't.
He stands before you and pokes you in the side, seizes your shoulder with a great, strong hand.
There's something of you, you know? You don't have to accept your fate on this bloody island. You can leave here, get on with your life. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you. That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with the grace of a courtier.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast. May have been cast out, but you can bet your last heel of breed she wishes she hadn't have. I've taken my revenge 1,000-fold on that tyrant's fleet. I'll tell you when you're older. Anyhow, we're a team now, so the me is not half as important as the us. Let's get down to brass tacks. Fighting, I mean. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as team dynamics. So what'll it be? Then it's settled. Capital! Aye. But it seems you've no room for old Beast in your clan now. You come find me when a spot opens up, and take it from me. You'll want to find a place for me at your side.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see, I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. I see it in your shoulders. The weight you carry. I hope your wish comes true. Take this rope. It is a gift. It is common, but it helps you lift burdens. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather.
So this is Fort Joy.
Surely you'll have one.
It's a crumbling disaster.
Scram, snake face.
I know that look well enough. You're about to pop, ain't ya? Why don't you enter a match and let some of that frustration out the right way? You'll find out. Down the hatch, then.
Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, mate? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means. Let's just say folks leave here, but they don't seem to take their effects. Maybe I happen to know where everything ends up. Only the finest, you know.
But why? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources? Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much. Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much. Worse than war rations, these. Worse than war rations, these.
Hey. Hi.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Like you wanted. Still on your feet, eh? Only the finest, you know.
Ain't fit for beasts. Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much. Ain't fit for beasts. Worse than war rations, these. Worse than war rations, these. Worse than war rations, these.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted. Got it. Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Take your coin then.
Worse than war rations, these.
Still on your feet, eh? Only the finest, you know.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
What? Who's asking?
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light, watching it glint.
I'm listening.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted. Give it, Dave, will you?
He points the tip of his blade at the grisly sight of the elf hunched over, clutching his knees in the cage.
I solve my own problems. Oh, they'll cure you of your sauce. Nightshade will cure you of an headache too. Sure, have a look. Good stuff, huh? Thugs. Look at it this way. People get lawless here, and we all starve.
I've got that special shipment.
Can't help you there. If I could, I wouldn't be here peeling goddamn potatoes. Leave him be. Don't make me say it again.
Listen, I can help you if you just...
Shut up, elf. This clown? You caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist. caught him red-handed trying to make off with a second crate after he took the first. Went down like a rent boy when we grabbed him. Easy. Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal. Ain't been here long, have ya? No one gets to have it all. No one starves anyone else.
He twirls his knife between his fingers.
Divine's gone. This blade is the only god watching over Fort Joy. Listen up. Back off.
Not like this. There's too many of them.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Everything there? Good.
What's your hand, Pipsqueak? What are you loitering round here for? If Boss trusts you to find something for him, you better not disappoint him. You won't like him when he's disappointed. You mean that guy in the cage? Oh, I don't associate with elves. Fella says he's innocent, but you know how they lie. Yeah, Boss is awful passionate about citrus. I can't get enough of the stuff. Boss will be fine. He's got himself in a fit state now, but as soon as another shipment comes in, he'll be right as rain. Out the fort? To where then? The death swamps or the ocean brimming with void-woken? Fat chance of getting more than 5 feet in any direction and keeping your skin right side out. Mind your manners round Griff, eh?
Ain't fit for beasts.
I fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all, my friend. Though it doesn't hurt to ponder.
Easy, eh? Hands out your pockets now. Hands out your pockets now. Hands out your pockets now.
When another divine arises, will source change back? Sources are dangerous.
Easy, eh?
Voidwoken are attracted to source. But why? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources? Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
I fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all, my friend. Though it doesn't hurt to ponder.
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sources?
Hands out your pockets now.
I got that special shipment you was asking.
Here, fresh air.
What you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now. If I did, I wouldn't give 'em up to you. Griff sent me, not you.
Worse than war rations, these.
Look, I'm Griff's right hand, and I'm gonna find that crate, and you're gonna watch me hand it over to him.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Keep it down, will ya?
Tired of the view in here yet?
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion? His eyebrows shoot up, and a wry smile crosses his lips.
Can't say I'm not sorry to see you go, but you'll be all right. You seem to have the hang of this place. Good luck out there. Might be we'll see each other further down the road.
I've got that special shipment he was asking after.
Everything there? Good.
The old dog whimpers sadly, sniffing your hand. Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll, or so she said. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into your neck.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, I'll let my needle do the licking. But you did, and now the tables have turned. You look quite startled to me.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of your throat. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this living scar, into my cheek. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here, to Fort Joy. I intend to raise the subject with him.
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was certain the pitiful begging was about to begin. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided dears around here would argue such a thing is impossible. Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? The agony of choice. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard I mentioned. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Let's discuss our respective roles then, shall we? You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours. Suits me fine. Lead on, or better yet, let me take the lead. Then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side, for the moment.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. All the worse for old Dane. He crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Doomed to be sure, but I would have liked to ease his way out. Save your spirit to fight the Reaper. Our healer's walk is never done.
You think you're so fancy with your flashy abracadadoodle, don't you? Who needs you? Ah, I caught a blow too many from those card-playing fatheads up on the ramparts. I got myself a golden ticket. I didn't even get the chance to use it. Why don't you take it? If they offer you a round of cards, this one guarantees you a win. It's called the Sparkler. Whoever's got it gets the pot. Filched it from that hog Griff himself. Careful though. If you ain't as skilled a fighter as me, you'll end up on Dr. Lest's table with the rest of the lilies.
Hey.
Our healer's walk is never done. Hold on.
Medicine? What a shame. All you need's a strong constitution and the gods will take care of the rest. Griff and his lads won't know what hit him.
It's that thing. Eating corpses.
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time.
The creature gingerly takes the plant into his bloodied hands. He runs his fingertips over the white flowers. His panting breath slows.
Darling, dear darling child. Hello, yarrow girl. Can it really be you?
The creature clenches the plant tightly. His breath quickens. He seems liable to lunge at you at the drop of a pin.
You wouldn't understand. A father's pride, a father's love.
The creature begins to weep. Fast, silent tears spill from his eyes as he clutches the little cluster of flowers to his heart.
For you, my ring. Part of me. Name of Migo. Thank you.
She's gone, Father. Gone!
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day. Don't disturb me again, unless you've seen me go. You have seen him? Tell me, where was he? And you're very sure it was him?
She inspects the ring closely.
She's gone, Father. Gone!
This can't be. You said he was upon the beach, yes? I need to have a look myself. This simply can't be.
Yarrow girl, you've ground, you have.
Pop, is that really you?
Little Yarrow girl. Grown up, flower-headed girl.
What have they done?
She looks at you with hatred etched deeply in the lines of her face.
I didn't want any of this. Ha! I'd die 1,000 deaths before I'd see this go unpunished.
She looks at her father and manages a small smile.
As am I. It's strange. It almost reminds me of the creatures Dallas keeps at her side. Sometimes you hear a kind of muttering beneath their masks.
She reaches out to touch her father's hand. He withdraws it quickly before remembering himself and reaching out to Yarrow again.
I had no idea. What a fool I am. There were always rumors about the hammer. Dallas, that is. What she was doing with the prisoners she hauled off to her fortress. Why they never joined the rank and file thereafter. I suppose I suppose now I know. Wait, before you go. You've helped us a great deal today. Let me help you too. I have a little gold on me, and take this key. I'll show you where you can use it. It opens a door leading into the fort that may help you get out of this wretched place. It isn't too late for you. Not yet. Papa, what's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am. Here you are. Here we are.
Papa, what's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow girl?
What did she do to you? Can you remember?
Worms, darling. Worms in my head. Wriggly, writhing, crawling about. I'm not myself, Yarrow girl. I'm sorry, darling.
Don't you dare apologize. This is not your fault.
Yarrow and Migo talk between each other in low whispers. Steady, wet streams trickle down both their cheeks. Yarrow and Migo.
Papa, what's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now. Here I am. Here you are. Here we are.
Papa, what's happened? What have they done to you?
Darling? Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster.
Don't think of the ugly now.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
But I do not see him.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky. Fear? Pity, perhaps. A blind wolf may lead the pack, but sooner or later they will all starve. If you shared in a heritage so fine as ours, a culture so advanced, you'd remain proud too. But never mind that. If you need to suit up, I can offer you a fair price. If not, I would thank you to move on.
The soldier tightens his grip on his spear and looks past you.
The Red Demon. The exiled pig. I'd heard they'd sent you here, but I'd hoped you'd have drowned yourself before crossing my path.
The soldier looks at you hard, his grip tensing around his spear.
No, I suppose the Red Prince is rather taller, isn't he? You're positively stunted. Sorry for the mix-up. House? You should know we are nothing without our people, now more than ever. So? Hallowed are its halls. Please, comrade, I have all you need to steel yourself against the brutes that haunt this place. I will accept no more than a pittance for all you may require. Hallowed is the house of war.
get you with my sword! Wait a second. You're the red devil Callias told me about.
The kid screams like a banshee and runs away as fast as he can.
Whack! Back, evil ogre, or I'll get you with my sword! I'll spare you this time, beast, but don't cross me again. Ever. You're really fun. Hey, I'm gonna hide somewhere in the cave, and you come find me. Ready? Go!
Ugh, a human? You stink. I know you are, but what am I?
The child sticks out her tongue at you and continues playing.
You found me! Okay, wait. Let me hide again. Ready? Go!
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Your kind I handle, but small ones. Stay in this cave a while longer. Provoke Modi, the wild one who runs like his clothes catch fire. I see how you feel then. Go find a little one to bother. I take my peace. No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Magisters I handle, but small ones. We do not have many in my tribe anymore. And in yours? I never know how lucky we are.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
She bows.
It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. My son looks back. I shout to him to run. I am taken. I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. Through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this. Thank you.
you approach the young elf, Losa suddenly grabs your arm. Her hand is damp. Her face looks pale and grey.
Hey, listen, I don't know why, but I think I need to talk to this elf. You mind? I can't. I just need to talk to her, okay?
She turns towards Sahela. She darts over to the elf without responding. They begin talking in earnest, more quietly than you can overhear. Losa suddenly snatches up both the elf's hands and leans close to her. Her voice rises.
You have to tell me.
The whites of Losa's eyes fade to grey, then black. The colour runs into her veins, crisscrossing her skin like lightning. She keeps hold of Sahela's hands.
It rises in you even now, Losa. Do not let it. You must be strong. Be strong. Fight. Fight. You are okay. You are yours. No one else's.
Shut up. Let go. Let go. Let go. I don't want to hurt her. Don't make me.
Losa is rigid as a board, tense with the effort of holding Sahela's hands in tight, painful bunches.
Leave me alone. Leave me. I don't want to.
You are hurting me.
Losa's eyes are black. Sahela's fingers are white under her grasp.
Let me go. Please.
A sinister smile spreads across Losa's lips. She jerks the elf toward her.
Chatty, chatty elf. Chatty elf with all the answers. I wonder what your blood tastes like.
Losa, please. You must not defend her. She wakes if she is weakened. We must hurt her to protect her, you see?
I bet the elf blood tastes like honey, like nectar, like joy itself. Let's find out.
You must weaken her to help her. I feel him, but I do not see him.
Hi.
I feel him, but I do not...
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Ah, hello. I see you come a long way. I see you come here seeking a great adventure. Do you find it?
She laughs and looks around as though taking in the scenery, though her eyes are still covered.
Many people to meet, many stones to turn, and there is a great joy here, as though the walls and water themselves were made by many smiling gods. Even if we are here under unhappy circumstances, still I feel it. Perhaps you keep going. Perhaps you make friends with what you see. There is a great passion in every grain of sand. Maybe you find your adventure after all. I see it before my eyes. It is not so bad. I know which days have bread and which days have none. I know more bread comes someday. It helps. Ah, you help him. Your open heart surprises even me. You bless me. You bless us all. I am glad to see you. You fill me.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He knows how to leave.
She nods quietly, as though she knew this all along.
He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek. A way out. You bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I miss him very much. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him.
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns to...
Hello, dear prince. Hello, betrayed soul. How sad to stand accused. To be innocent, but not believed. I see it before my eyes.
The young girl's eyes...
Ah, hello.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of...
Could be an ambush.
The frogs are gone. The children shall be safer. I see the good in you. I see all of you. Go find a little one to bother.
The child sticks out her tongue at... Just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince bars you with an outstretched arm.
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a word with him. You may wait here while I speak. Permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which he does in a groveling and awkward manner. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudenay leaves before slipping into a trance-like state. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half an hour, they wake up and begin to discuss what they saw in their dreams. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this sting-tailed fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, the dreams themselves prove to be quite elucidating. Turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded House of Shadows. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. Of course it is. I was born with the promise of an empire, and that promise will be kept. But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. A more experienced traveler of the dream world. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So, let us make our escape and venture there post-haste.
You know, I can tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Drudenay.
As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index finger, then guides your eyes to hers.
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right by me this time.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. Then the questions commence. You hear him yelp about the Master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground, face first into his own intestines. Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction, and as she wipes her needle clean, shoots you a cursory look.
Chat's over.
Demon elf, how dare you strike down a dreamer?
Such is my prerogative, Prince. And doubly so, my pleasure. Something on your mind? It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him. Extensively.
She defies you with devilishly innocent eyes.
Can you blame me? Justice tends to be. Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still. The search for the Master continues, of course. Hungry work, the hunt. And you know what? I'm feeling a bit peckish. Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. Fellow named Griff. 2 birds, 1 stone. How about it?
I think this was the crate I was after.
Looks like someone made off with most of the contents, though.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Keep it down, will you?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Everything there? Good.
Sabine gently places a hand on the small of your bag. Her mouth reaches your ear with a whisper.
Let me have a word with the gentleman, would you? I've a little clue to follow up on.
Sabine steps forward and asks Griff the cook about the lone wolves. A dead little birdie told her he's the man to talk to. A little back and forth ensues. Money crosses hands, and before you know it, Sabine stands back beside you, all smiles.
Thank you. We should make good on our escape, you know. I have to see a man about a wolf in the hollow marshes. Naught but a whelp in skillful hands, I'm sure. Zalaskar's his name. A name for the taking, if it comes to that.
Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again. Griff tears into one of the oranges with both hands. Juice squirts through his hands as he desperately rips through the rind.
Looks like everything's accounted for. Now the important question. Who's the thief?
He raises an eyebrow.
Looks like someone did my job for me. Your guy's free to go. He should be fine. Eventually.
the goods. Like you wanted.
Everything there? Good.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Got it?
When another divine rises, will source change back?
Ain't fit for beasts.
So quickly, we find sources so dangerous. It's a void worker not attracted to source. But why? When another divine rises, will source change back? What are those sources?
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Give it down, will you?
Worse than war rations, these.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Give it down, will you?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much. Ain't fit for beasts. Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
It is done. And quickly. I thank you. I hold my end of the bargain. I show you the way out. But I have something more to ask of you. Sahela, she is everything. A ruler, a seer, a knower, a child. She cannot be lost here. It is for all our people, for the world. Give me your map. I show you the way out. A secret, dangerous, but it leads to freedom.
I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell them Sahela is here. They will send help. Please. She is important.
I go to her. I wish you good luck, and I thank you for us all.
Got it.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
scared, are you?
You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. There can be only one, and you have but one chance.
She scoffs.
To prove you are the one. Never mind. The one does not ask such a question. Good. Who aids you? Choose wisely. Whether you fail or succeed, you do not fight more than once.
special shipment you was asking after?
Everything there? Good.
Hey.